like God loved the church. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? Love your wife like God loved the church. Man, that's deep right there. But that's because I don't have enough time. So that's another subject. Right now I'm giving some pointers about this marriage, man, because it's bothering me. But man, I'm gonna tell you one of our biggest problems. We got to kill the flesh. We got to die. Not physically, but spiritually. Because the only way a marriage is gonna work is till you kill the flesh. That's the only way a marriage is gonna work. See, because every man, I don't want to say a dog, but if I do say it, it's still, I mean, okay, say if I say every man is a dog, or was born with some in them, they just know how to tame it. Some of them tamed theirs where it never came out. Because some of them, it's just like a pet bull. You tame it to how you want it to react. So, every man with a title, every man that you have met, been a pimp, player, and hustler. But they chose not to want to do that. They killed it. They went to the altar over and over and over. You might kill your flesh today, but you got to be back at the altar tomorrow. You got to be at the altar constantly. You got to kill your flesh constantly. It's not just a one-day progress. How you think that it's going to take you 10 years to build something that you've been doing, and it's going to take you 10 days to get rid of it? Constantly. You got to constantly go to the altar to kill that flesh. See, you killing the part of you that don't want to be married. You know, it was a part of you that didn't want to be married. It was a part of you that say, I don't want to let go of fornication. I don't want to let go of having different women. I don't want to let go of going when I want to go. I don't want to let go of not having to report home. I don't want to let go of I want to be selfish where I don't have to take care of nobody but myself. So it's a part of you that you got to kill constantly each day to make this marriage work. Each day you got to kill your flesh. And see, what we don't understand, men, is that women, you know, we think we all right because we buy them. We buy them, we give them money. You know, we give them our stuff, you know. We get them a house and a car, you know. Diamond rings, get their hair fixed and their nails done. And we think that's good enough. It's okay. That's part of what you're supposed to do. We got a big role, brothers. That's part of what you're supposed to do. But women want you. They want you, not your organs. They want your heart. They want your emotions. They want your tears. They want your fears. They want your inside. You know, they want your childhood. They want your emotions. They want to see a man that's going to continue to fight that enemy. When the enemy comes in, they want a man that's not going to give up. They want a man that's not going to run. You know, they want a man that's going to, you know, they want all the other stuff to come with us, but they want the inside. God gave himself. He didn't go over there and get him, he didn't go get him no water. He didn't go get him, he gave himself. He gave himself. We got to give ourselves. God gave himself to the church. And that's what we got to do. But you know, man, you know, and I guess I've kind of based it more on men, because God is basically gonna hold us accountable. Because when he came into the wilderness, who did he ask? Who did he call? He said, Adam, where art thou? He didn't ask for Eve. We are responsible. We're kings. And we got to act like kings, brothers. Sometimes we know that we can't. If a woman get tired, but you know what? When they get tired, it's something that we did to make them tired. Now, I'm not saying that some women don't think the grass is greener. Some women do think the grass is greener. It's something that you may not be getting. But see, the thing about it, what you have to understand, is that if God didn't ordain it, it's my personal opinion. I'm not saying this is a fact. My personal opinion. If God didn't ordain it, his hands is not in it. I'm not saying that God is not going to bless you because you've been obedient, and God is not going to bless your wife because she's been obedient, but God is not going to bless your marriage because y'all wasn't lined up in his word. Y'all got married for the wrong reason. He didn't ordain your marriage. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a Bible scholar yet, so I haven't went in the Bible and found it. You making correct me on this. But God will bless your mess. He will bless your mess. Because that's what kind of God we serve. He'll forgive you 700 times. But you know, I just want to say that to the men. You know, we well, look here, ladies. I got just a little for you. Y'all think it's so easy. Ladies, all y'all have to do, y'all part is so easy. All y'all have to do is lift your husband up, make your husband feel appreciated. You know, make him feel important. You know, because when you do have a man, yeah, he's supposed to give yourself. But when you got a man put his money where his heart is. A man put his money where his heart is. If your man is alcoholic, he gonna buy plenty of beer and ain't gonna pay the bill. If your man a gambler, he gonna gamble it off. If your man, wherever his heart, but if he taking care of home, it's where his heart is. His heart is at home. He buying your car, your house, but he's still supposed to give himself. That's another secret for you, man. Just do little things, man. Little things. Bring her rose, man. Call it work, see how she doing. Little things. But women, you got to tell him when he does stuff. You tell him that you appreciate him. Boost his ego up. Boost his ego up. Tell him you appreciate what he's doing. And you know, women, you got to spend a lot of time with him. You know, the thing that y'all do, y'all try to spend time with saying, how do this look? I mean, what kind of sense? Common sense. Your sister single, your cousin single, your homegirl single, everybody single, you married, and you want to hang out with them. I mean, do that make sense? It don't have to be in the word. Just common sense to you. Do that make sense? You don't think hanging out with single people gonna rub? If I'm hanging out with my boys constantly, and they steady going to the strip joint, and I'm steady turning them down, I'm steady going, eventually I'm going to the strip joint. That's my choice. But if I don't hang around them, if I start hanging around people that's doing what I do, and got the same kind of intentions that I have, that's married, or if they single and they try to send me home because they know I'm married, I don't need to hang with them. I mean, because your crowd, the group that you hang got a whole lot to do with getting your marriage together. So you got to involve each other in certain things. You know, if it's called compromising. You know, if your significant other don't agree with something you're doing, sit down and let's come to say, well, baby, I don't like you doing this, so let's come to an agreement. You know, let's not do it as much, or let's find something to replace that, and I'll be involved with you. Now, if it's money, if you bring in some cash flow, if it's benefiting the home, or benefiting the kids, that's fine. But if it's something that's just extra, you know, just an extra activity that's outside the home that ain't paying you no money, I mean, it ain't doing nothing. You know, I mean, it ain't doing nothing for the family. It ain't about doing something for you, because it ain't about you. It's about us. It's about you and him. It's about the family. It's a whole family thing. Grown folks, y'all worry about y'allself too much, and now you worry about your kid. What about your kid? You had your time. Your life, you done grow, you done did your life. You done made your mistakes. You done did everything. Now it's time for you to start doing stuff for your kid. Let your kids start enjoying their life. Because the things you doing now, you still messing with the kids. It ain't about you. You being selfish and you being stubborn. You know, you argue in front of your kid. Don't argue in front of your kid. It ain't that important that you got to argue right then, right that moment. You ain't got to argue in front of your kids like that. See, that's a whole other thing, but what I'm going to do, I want to get this route so I can start getting people in here and we can start having subjects. Anybody that got a subject that you want to talk, y'all know how to get in touch with me. I'm not going to get my information out over the whole world, but to people who know me, we can get this started, and then I'm going to get a website, and then we're going to start having every week, we're going to have a Let's Talk About It session. Because we need to start, somebody need to get out here and start help fixing these marriages. Maybe out of this one session right here, maybe I can change one person's mind.